Energy Manager tutorial. This is a tutorial for how to play the game Energy Manager. And it's only going to be 10 minutes long, so I will go through it as quickly as possible. You are going to purchase power plants and electrical storage units. And what you do is you run your power plant to generate energy, and you store it in a storage unit. So there is a limit to how many power plants you can have. So I'm going to have to sell one of mine. I'll sell this one. You got to turn it off first. Okay, so that's been sold. Now it's gone. So the first thing you need to do is purchase your power plant. I've got 37 million. So I'm going to look at a production unit. And I recommend fossil fuels. I'm going to check solar also. I'm only buying this because it's cheaper. Okay, so now I have a solar plant, and I'm going to place it over here. You pick the grid where you want to place it. And I'm going to place it over here. And then I'm going to click Build Unit. It's already connected to the storage unit because there happens to be one over here already. It automatically connects. But I'm going to show you how to manually do it. You come over here, you click on a storage unit, you repeat the same process as I did for the solar plant. You hit the buy button and then confirm and then build, and then you select where you want to build it. If you build the storage unit first and the production unit is nearby, it will automatically connect. Otherwise, you turn it off, you hit the reconnect button, you pick the storage unit, and then you turn it back on. Once it starts doing this, it's going to be generating energy. And then you'll come over here and you go to the storage menu, and you're going to see that the ones that if the numbers are changing, that means it's storing energy. And if it's darkened out, that means that it's full. So the way you sell it is you click on the one you want to sell, you hit the sell button, and then you click Sell to Grid in the center of the screen. If you have cross grid discharging, you select the grid you want to sell it to. That's the basics of how the game is played. Now it says discharging. So the ones that I sold are down here on the bottom. When you sell, the method that I did it, it sells all of the storage units within the grid. And the grid is the rectangular shape over here. That's what the grid is. You don't own the grid, but you're placing items within the grid. Someone else might own the grid. So you see over here I have one that's not charging because I sold the windmill. I'm going to check the other grids. I see 58,000. I want to make that money. Again, this is a feature you have to have enabled in order to use it. So now that one, the energy has been sold and it's credited to my account. If you come over here, you click on production. See over here it says fuel management, and it says buy fuel. You don't have fuel. There's oil and coal. So I'm going to buy some fuel for coal. and we'll check out the oil. It says the price is $2.19. I'm going to slide this over. I'm going to check coal. Coal is $1.66, so I'm going to purchase some coal. And I'm going to check the CO2 quotas. They're too expensive. Go back to fuel management, and I'm going to raise this to refuel. It's refueling the plants that are down, all these ones that are red, that are offline. And then I have to buy more fuel, and I'm going to refuel. I have to do this a few more times. It's actually going to be a little more than a few times because I need a lot of fuel, and my fuel storage is very low. There is a stock market. You're not really going to earn a lot of money with the stock market. There are grid auctions. You're not going to earn money with the grid auctions. There is research and development. And although some of them are a little bit useful, for the most part, you're not really going to make anything better by doing the research. It's very expensive, and the returns on the research is very low. So I'm going to click on storage. There's 4 storage units. It says I need 6 minutes, and there's many power plants that are offline. That's because in some cases 2 power plants are connected to 1 storage unit. The exchange you really don't need to worry about. The alliance you can join, it's really just for fun, and you have to have a good alliance manager in order to take advantage of some of the features of the alliance. You can go over here and buy fuel whenever you want. You see I'm low on oil, so I'm going to fill that up. My coal is full. The CO2 quotas are too expensive. It's at 77. I want to get it at like 16. And then the uranium, I don't have any plants yet for that energy. Over here you can do things like show the sunlight. This means that my solar plants are going to come online soon. This is one of my plants, which is 10 megawatt, and this is 15 megawatt. And then this shows the wind speed. The purple means that the wind speed is a lot higher. And then a lot of these other items you're probably not going to use very much. You can expand your office. This is where my main office is. It's possible to buy a new office. You see all these little points over here? So I could buy this office. I could buy this one over here. Right now I'm not planning on buying any new offices. You don't want to spread out too much, because if you spread out, you don't get the cross-grid discharging, which allows you to take advantage of income by selling in neighboring grids. I don't know how this grid got lit up. I wish I knew, because I'd like to see it, take advantage of it more. But if anybody knows how to turn on the grid number, I'd appreciate it if someone would tell me. So that's a little bit of a tutorial about how the game works. You're probably not going to run out of money. You don't really go bankrupt. You can't really lose the game. If you're losing money, you just wait and sell your stuff at some point. Okay, so that's Energy Manager tips. That's the Energy Manager tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.